Going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Lady Nyca in with a story. I haven't given y'all one of these in a while, and so I decided to, since I wouldn't, I didn't feel like, I don't know, I gotta think about that interview thing, child. I might come back and talk about that tomorrow, but anyhow, uh, so, I was sitting up talking to one of my neighbors today, and she was telling me about an incident that had happened in her life where she wound up having this falling out at a family reunion. Some of her and her family members wind up actually coming to brawls, and we was talking about different places that people will try you. People will try your temperament in some of the strangest places, and it brought me back to a story. So I was thinking, when I told her about it, I think I'm going to do a video tonight about it and tell my subs about it. Y'all ain't going to believe, bitch, I had to fight at a motherfucking repass. Those of y'all that don't know what repass is, that's the celebration where you come together and have food and drinks and reminisce about the person you just funeralized. Yeah, child, somebody took me there. Let me tell y'all how this shit started. Okay. It was my homeboy, Terry. That was one of my real close homeboys, even after I got married so young and stuff. Over the years, he and I still remain really good companions. We had many talks on Mary Jane together. And so, he was diagnosed with cancer, and throughout because he fought it for 3 years, actively, several times going through chemo, went through a 7-month remission, but in the end, it eventually took claimed his life. And during that time, them 3 years, I was ever present in the family. It got so good that his mom had actually given me a key to the house, because she was always at the hospital with him, because he in the beginning he was in the hospital a lot, and then like at the end he was in the hospital a long time. So they gave her like a courtesy room. I've only seen one other hospital in this city that did that, but they gave her a courtesy room where, the family can sit in there because the person is kind of doing kind of bad. Well, she had a courtesy room anyway, and I had a spare key to the house because she wanted me to, sometime I'd go over there and get like clothes and stuff, so she could change clothes after she bathed and stuff. I would be that person to do that. Sometimes I go there. She had a real pretty flower, like, it was like from one end of the wall to the other, and it was full of different ferns and stuff. She had a real serious green thumb, and she was able to grow plants. She ain't like me. I think I finally grew my first plant. I'm gonna put it in a different pot. I might show it to y'all, but that's the first plant. I kill a plant, honey. I'm talking about any kind of plant. I think I'll kill a cactus. I ain't lying. But so I'm really close in the family and stuff. So, he had this girl he was dating, right? Now, she started dating him like maybe a couple months before he got the diagnosis and stuff. And so, she knew about me. She knew it wasn't nothing going on between me and him like that, because they actually used to call me their cousin, right? And there ain't never been nothing between me and Terry. We just always was just really good homeboys and homegirl. We ain't never even, if he looked at me like that, he never said it. And I sure ain't look at him like that. I mean, I gave him his props and stuff. I let him know, and I have told other females during his single years that that's my, cute friend and stuff. But we just never went there with each other. He was just my homeboy, we bonded like that. And that's what we was. Well, he got a relationship with this girl. Now, in his relationships in the past, me and the chicks always been alright with each other, because I'm the type of friend that I'm not, I understand that things change when you get in a relationship with somebody. So Whereas me and him used to hang out all the time, I know that when he gets in a relationship, that's gonna kind of change a little bit because he has to, pay attention to his old lady and give her some of that time. So I don't trip out about nothing like that. And when I would get in, relationships or whatever, he respected the time said, our time had been cut a little bit short. We were still cool though, we still made time to get together and slap bones and have conversations with Mary Jane and drink up some shit and just sometimes just go hang out and stuff. We still did all of that because he was like me. We love to dance. Y'all might not know it now because I don't have the equipment to get up and move around and let y'all know. But yeah, I love to dance shit. I feel free when I'm dancing, child. So I like to dance. And he did too. And I knew that he knew I was the one that would go out dancing with him and actually dance and not be sitting in no table or up against the bar, keeping the bar company. When we say we going dancing, we going this motherfucker and we only gonna stop, you understand what I'm saying, when it's time to get a little drink to, wet your whistle so you can get your ass back out there. That's how we did it. Well, he met the girl, like I said, and I'm not gonna call her name. I'm gonna say C. Okay, I'm gonna say C, cause her name began with a C. Well, anyway, he met her and stuff, and I eventually, when he decided that he really was, interested in pursuing a relationship with her, then that's when he brought me around, brought her around me and the family and stuff. Cause keep in mind, like I said, I'm like a cousin. I'm always in the spot, you know what I'm saying, dropping by, making sure his mom good. If I introduce something new on the menu, I'll bring her a plate of it, let her taste it. I'm always checking on his mama, making sure she was all right and stuff. And sometimes he would ask me, because he worked offshore, would I come by and make sure, like, at the first of the month that she does have, because they got other brothers and sisters, but he's the only one that was centralized in the same city, and they live together. So when he got the job going offshore, he would ask me why he gone, would I make sure I go by there, especially on the first, to make sure that she's okay and that she's got her medicines, right? And so I would do that. We just built that type of relationship. I would go over there several times throughout the week and check on her, make sure she was straight. The new girlfriend comes along, OC, and it's like when I first met her, I was sitting on the couch with his mama. We was just sitting there talking. Now he done already told her, cause I heard him telling her, look, Nyca is my friend. Well, they call me Nene, y'all. Nene, my friend, we've been friends for a long time. I mean, she's like family to us. She's not blood related, but she's kin to us. And that's the way we treat her, So just because you may see me and her laughing and talking in each other's face, it does nothing disrespectful to you. She's not going to get out of pocket, and I'm not going to get out of pocket. So when she meet me, I'm thinking this whole going to be all right? I could tell by the way she was looking me up and down and sideways that it was going to be a problem. So what I had already reserved in my mind, because keep in mind my friend telling me he'd really feeling this chick. All right, I'm not going to stop being who I am, but I'm going to be a little bit more cautious of being around you, because I could tell by the way this woman looking at me, she got a problem with me, okay? His mama even picked up on this shit. I remember she called me one morning. She's like, Nene, you ain't been coming around like you used to. What's wrong? I said, well, I called her mama. I said, Mama, I don't want to be disrespectful to his relationship. He lives there. You live with him in his place. So, I know she's going to be there a lot because she's the lady in his life right now. And I don't want to be disrespectful to how she may feel and be over there too much. So that's the reason why I don't come around. I call more than I come now, because I know she there and I don't want to be disrespectful and I feel like she don't like me. Well, his mama was like, actually, this is my house. Which I didn't even know that all them years. But she said, this is my house, my name on the deed. He just stayed here with me because after my husband died, I needed someone to be in the house with me, because sometimes I'm prone to fall after I had got this hip replacement surgery. But other than that, that's why we together. And she don't live here. Yeah, he does allow her to spend the night here sometime, and I'm all right with it. But she don't live here, and she don't determine nothing that go on here. I want to see you. So I was like, all right, Mom, I'm going to come through there. 2 or 3 weeks went by, I still wasn't coming by, but I was still calling and I was talking to him on the phone from time to time, but I was backing up because I don't want this lady to feel like I'm trying to, I don't want to make her feel no kind of damn way. I'm trying to keep everything cool between me and her. I even went so far one time I was over there after the mama had asked me to come. I had came over there and took her to one of her doctor's appointments and brought her back, and she was a little tired, so I made sure she got in the bed good, and I was getting ready to leave when the girl was coming in the house. It was at that moment I told this lady, I said I was going out the door, but some said no, and then he turned around and go back and talk to this lady, let her understand where you stand, so maybe that it'll be better and you'll feel more comfortable coming around here like you used to, right? So I go in there, I go back in the house, see in the kitchen. I go in the kitchen with C. Ed. I sit at the table with C. Across the table. I'm looking at this bitch eye to eye. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling her, look, I feel like it's I make you a little uncomfortable. And that's why I don't really come around. Me and Terry been friends for over 10 years. It ain't never been nothing between us. He is just as close in my family as I am with his. But I don't want you to feel like in any kind of way that I'm being disrespectful to you or you have to worry about me, because I'm family. So that means that when whatever happens with you and him, if it turns into a marriage, then I see you as my new sister-in-law. And I would like to be cool with you, because it's nothing going on. I know it's a lot of women out here that would do that type of shit, but that ain't who I am. I'm inviting you, to come by my place or whatever, have lunch on me, and, we can sit down and talk at any time. You can get my number. We can talk. We can be cool. She was like, all right. But the bitch, she did come, but she brought one of her homegirls with her, and it was like, y'all sitting up in here, and my establishment really kind of on the low-key shade me. You could tell when a bitch talking about you in a bad way, because a hoe look who she talking to, they gonna look over at you, and as you play like you looking out, you can feel the bitch's eyes on you. And I'm telling y'all, I felt them hoes' eyes on me. Now she got that free meal and every damn thing. I even come to a motherfucking friend and shit. Even though I didn't invite that, I still was nice enough to do it. So when they leave and shit, she had a cold ass reception, and the bitch didn't even say thank you. She had a real bad disposition, y'all. So I was like, okay, cool. I ain't feeling it, because I know who I am and how I can be. I said I wasn't going back to jail, Lord, and I ain't going back to no motherfucking jail no more. I promise my children, they ain't never have to worry about me getting out of pocket like that again, because let me give you a little backstory on that. Back in the day, yes, I did marry well. I married into a situation where I didn't have to worry about a motherfucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? But it didn't last. One may say 17 years, well, it lasted a long time. Yes, it did. But, what ain't for you, okay? So when that shit ended, and just because I married good, and I got brought out of the hood, and, away from hood type tactics, didn't mean that the way I grew up and my mentality was going to change. I just changed how I did things. You understand what I'm saying? But even though I refined myself, that inner girl that don't play no games still lives deep inside of me. So don't let the motherfucking nails, car, hair, and nothing else fool you. You don't want none. But I was trying to be cool. I'm a changed person. The Lord done brought me through some stuff. So I'm trying to be cool with this bitch, y'all, okay? I was trying. Okay. Come up. He get the diagnosis, you know what I'm saying? We get the motherfucking diagnosis, Terry said, I ain't think about this shit with this bitch no more and with how she done disrespected me. My concern now is my motherfucking friend and how his mama is taking it, okay? She just had lost her husband. And she was having a hard time with that. Because, you be married to a motherfucker 40 years, and then they taking from you, you gonna have some ups and downs. That was her high school sweetheart, her college sweetheart. You see what I'm saying? So that's my concern right now. I ain't worried about nothing else but my friend and his family. That's all I care about. So of course I'm coming around more now, because bitch, you claiming like you have to work. It's okay for me to take him to chemo and stuff like that and to be there, make my time available for him on the days that you don't feel like doing it. Alright, so I'm doing this here. He going through chemo, y'all. If anybody out here that watches my videos know anything about chemo, it makes him very sick and it weakens him. So when I take him home from chemo, I didn't just immediately leave him there because his mother had already got an artificial hip. She can't just jump up if he happened to fall or something like that and help him. So I make sure that everything is settled and they straight. And then I leave when the nurse come, because they had started having a nurse come now. So when the nurse get there, then I leave. So that was cool, you know what I'm saying? She ain't had no problem with that because she ain't had to worry with him, because when he got the diagnosis, it's like we knew something was wrong with him. He even knew that. But when he got the word actually out of his mouth that he had cancer, it's like that shit took him quick, y'all. It took him. He went quick, you know. The second time he went quick. The first time we went through the chemo, they got it. He was okay. Everything was back fine. You know, he started building his strength up. The shit was in remission. Child, we was doing good, okay? Now, during this time, I did all this other shit. She was cool as fuck with me, because I was their go-to person and she didn't have to be bothered with it. But then, when he get better and stuff, now you got a problem with me again. I could tell that she was saying shit to him, cause he ain't want to say it to me, but he would, like, you know, it was like, I could tell there was a difference, y'all. You could tell when somebody not as warm as they normally are. He would always call me. If I ain't call him, it wasn't gonna be no 2 days go by that Terry ain't gonna call Nene. You okay over there? Or pop up on the job. You know, I had to come by here because I ain't heard from your ass in a couple of days. Hell going on with you? You having any problems with you? What's going on? Why I ain't heard from you? That's the kind of friends we was. And when he got to feeling better and they cured it the first time, she started tripping with him. And I know she was giving him some kind of grief. And he didn't want to just tell me about it, but I could tell in how his reaction was to me. And, you know, it wasn't the same. So then a year go by, right? A year and some change go by. And he starts to feeling sick again. And he called me in the middle of the night one night. It was like 1:30 in the morning. He said he had been throwing up for about an hour. And he wanted to know would I come over there. Okay. I get up. I go over there because it's my friend. I wanted to have to take him to the hospital that night. Woke his mom up, let her know what was going on. And I called their other relatives so that they could get here, you know. Because I don't know what's going on, but I know this is not good. So we get him to the hospital. He get admitted. Next day we get the diagnosis the cancer is back, okay? And this time it's more aggressive. Whereas before it was in one centralized location, he had that kind that mutate. And it spread, so it was in his lungs, it was in his liver, it was in his, he had some shit, he had cancer cells in his head because they did brain surgery on him at one time. And they removed them. And then it was like, he was so gone this time. Wasn't much they could really do but send him home to die. And that's what they did. You know, he did get hospice care. The nurse was round the clock. They rotated shifts there. And all along, I'm coming there. I'm checking on him every day. I'm staying with him some nights because now he got this relationship. Been in a relationship now almost 2 years with this bitch. But this bitch is MIA. I'm there most of the time helping his mom and the nurse with him. I'm the face that he had to look at. I'm the one that prayed with him. I'm the one that sung songs with him and stuff. He used to sing real, real good. And I was the one that was there, you know. So his mama had said to me, it was like, we didn't know at that time. It was like a week before he died. Yeah, I'm sorry if I started getting emotional about that because it's bringing it back to me. But it was like a week before he died, okay? And his mama came and talked to me. She said he had called her in the room the day before, and he know what's happening. And he wanted me to help her plan his funeral the way he had set it up, and, you know, he had written it out. So that's what we did, you know. And I was like, well, I don't want to, you know, really get into that shit, and I don't want to really just, you know, I don't want this girl to start tripping, because I knew once he passed, she would hold on, y'all. Sometimes I shouldn't talk about shit. But it's part of my experience, so I'm gonna push on. But anyway, y'all, it happened. Girlfriend ain't been nowhere around. I watched my friend slowly die on me, and so I did, the night before he died, I knew it wasn't gonna be long because he was in so much pain that night, and he was like, "Nene, I want you to know that I'm always looking out for you, no matter what. I made my body's leaving, but my spirit will always be with you." And so I was all right with it, I made my peace with it. And I said goodbye to my friend. I knew I was saying goodbye. And, okay. I'm going to push on. I'm going to upload this bitch just like this because I'm not going to edit it out. This is the first time I've ever told anybody about this in depth. When I do talk about it, I don't tell this part of it because I ain't never been able to talk about it. I told y'all on this channel, it's going to chronicle my life. And talking about it for the first time in front of y'all, I care about my subject so much. I'm giving y'all raw meat many a days. And that's what this is. I've never talked about it. Not this part of it. I always don't tell people this part. But his birthday tomorrow and I'm doing this. I know he will want me not to be hurt like this over it still. So, anyway, he passed away, and we do it what he asked me to do. He asked me to take care of his mother, and until his sisters and them can move her, because we knew she was going to move in with one of his sisters down south, and, so, he told me what he wanted me to do, concerning his belongings. And he was a very smart person because he put it all in right. So when he passed away, I was the beneficiary of everything. I asked him that night before he passed away, what did he want me to do about her if she wanted to jump claim anything. He told me to give her his car and his best wishes. Okay? This in writing, y'all. He told me to get a girl a car and give her his best wishes. And that's all I did. I did that. Well, he wanted me to close his house up, all right, after the funeral and everything. He said, I don't want you to sell the property because one of my brothers or sister may need it. So what I want you to do is I want you to maintain it for me. Board it up or whatever, but you maintain it for me. And if they need to get there or ever have to come stay in the house or something, they can come see you and get the keys and just turn the utilities and stuff on. But he told me to cover up the furniture, board up the house, and just keep the house safe. And if his brother or sister needed the house, then it was okay to let them live in that house. And if they maintained it for 1 year, then it was okay to sign the deed to the house over to them. Okay? So, now when he passed, okay. First she had attitude because I did what he wanted me to do, and his mama told her, this is what he wrote out. This is what a lawyer, he had drawn up by a lawyer. He did everything he was supposed to do to make sure that it was not able to be contested by nobody, okay? He wasn't going to have me go through no changes with family members feeling like they obligated to have stuff. Well, girlfriend was already mad because I was running. Me and his mom together. I won't say I'll say me and his mom, because most of the shit was in my name because I was the one able-bodied to get up. Remember, his mom had that hip thing. Well, after that, y'all, I had problems with this girl. She thought she was gonna. Now, when his mama told me what day she was leaving, I said, okay. Me and the sister and his two brothers talked about it. They was all right with it. They didn't have no problem with nothing I was saying. They told me what day that they wanted, because they the ones boarded the house up and shut it down. All I did was make sure the utilities was cut off and the house was closed up and I had the key. So, okay, I'm letting no girl know the week of it, right? This the same week that after the repass, they was moving. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, because they lived out of town. They had jobs and stuff that they couldn't be gone that long, so they were going to come down, bury their brother, and take their mama back. So we didn't have the funeral. Now, I done already been talking to this girl, letting her know, girl, because after he went in the hospital, and then he came back out of the hospital and got home, and we knew he wasn't going to make it because we had hospice care involved. Then she started wanting to be around the house because she stayed in claim. All right, when he died, I let her know what he wanted. We had a reading of this shit out with all the family members. She gonna tell me she don't feel like she should have to leave, okay? Yeah, you gonna have to get up out of here. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I done gave you, we signed it over. I gave her the car like he told me to. He told me to give you his car and his best wishes. Everything else is, I'm not to give you anything out of his account, any of that shit. That shit goes split three ways between his siblings, and the rest go to his mama. This house will remain in his name and my name, which when he passed, it went to my name. And when one of the somebody in the family needs to use the house, if they maintain it for a year, I can turn it over to them. And he left me a little money because I have to pay property taxes on this shit every year, okay? So we sitting up here. You already know what the damn deal is. The mama done told you, the brothers, two brothers, and the sister done told you, girl, I don't know what to tell you. You need to prepare to go stay back with your people or whatever. Okay, come the day of the repass, after the funeral. Everybody at the house, right? Y'all know down here in the South, we do it big, baby. We have everything set up outside or in the house, and we out there dancing, partying, remembering him, celebrating his life, and, some of us are still grieving like I was, because my friend gone. Old girl in there, a couple of her friends came over. Now, before your friends come, you ain't fucking with me. You ain't saying shit. I know you rolling your eyes at me because I could feel it, but you ain't crazy. You ain't saying nothing, all right? All right, so we sitting up here. I come in the house because I know once her friends came, they standing out there. I feel like I'm the topic of conversation because motherfuckers started looking up there at me. I come outside to give me a plate of food and shit, and now these hoes are staring me down, okay? I ain't saying nothing to you, bitch, because I'm going on by my business. All right, I'm in the house. I had went outside to smoke a cigarette. I'm on my way outside to smoke a cigarette. Her homegirl coming in the house to get ready to use the bathroom, right? So, y'all, this what the bitch did. Now, here I am coming this way, right? I'm coming out the door. This bitch deliberately bumped me. Okay. I'm gonna be cool. Be cool, nigga, don't say nothing. Alright. We come in for a group picture. Mama won't take a group picture, everybody was there. Because now we done changed out our funeral clothes. Everybody got his t-shirt. Okay? So we coming up together in the living room. She had a big ass living room. And it's a spot right over there by the fireplace and the mantle. She want all us to grab around her so she had a picture taken like that. They done got the photographer and everything come. Okay, we out there, we in there take. I'm being bumped again. You understand what I'm saying? Bitch done bumped me again. Now, I'm crouched down by the mama. the sisters and brothers is really surrounding her. I'm on the side of his sister. She on the side of me, but our homegirls now behind me. I done got kneed in my back and I done got bumped on the side. Okay, I'm trying to be cool. I'm gone. I ain't gonna try to go there. So, okay. Getting ready for the shit to end. Now I done been bumped and shit. That bitch is talking about me. And I'm still trying to hold it together, y'all, because this my boy done died and I'm trying to be here. You know, I'm trying to do my part here. This bitch here, everybody getting ready to leave. Now, people leaving out the house and shit. They, you know, family members leaving. They ain't leaving until in the morning to, you know, start their journey back to where they stayed down south with the mom. So, we sitting, everybody leaving, getting them some, you know how we do in the south. Motherfucker take a plate home or two. And I'm facilitating it to make sure, because I got to make sure the mama make sure she got something left to eat tonight. Because motherfuckers acting like a hog over here. Okay. This is where the fight happened, y'all. We let you fix your own food, because I made more than enough, y'all. I cooked for 3 days straight for this. And I cooked everything he liked. Every damn thing he liked. And what his mom liked. And so, I'm saying to them, because the food is starting to, you know, get low, look, they still got to eat tonight. And they not leaving till tomorrow. So, y'all make sure y'all don't overdo these plates, because I see it starting to, you know, dwindle down, right? Okay. She wants to fix a plate for her and the 4 friends. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got shit to do with the friend motherfucking man. I ain't got nothing to do with the motherfucking friend 2 childrens. She wants to fix about 7 damn plates, and I told her, in doing so, you're gonna take all the food away from his own sister and brothers and his mama. They still here. If you fix 7 more plates, you're not going to leave that woman nothing to eat tonight. Or her family, or her children. You can't do that shit. You didn't pay for that. Didn't none of y'all pay for that. I did this free. So she going to tell me, well, fuck it then. You running every damn thing else. You want to run every motherfucking thing. I mean, got all bucked up in my face. The few family members that were still left there, everybody like, what the fuck? Because the ladies heard me. Some of his aunts heard me. And they was like, she wasn't wrong for telling you that. We had already said that you got to slow down on some of these places, because we didn't pay for this food. This lady did this for her on her own for him. And we know Nene don't mind feeding nobody, but she want to make sure that his mom, his 2 brothers, and his sister have something to, you know, put in their bodies tonight, because they still here until in the morning. So don't fix that many plates for you to take, because there's still people here who might want to get some food. And if you do that, then they going to take food, and then it's not going to be nothing. In other words, I'm saying, bitch, stop fixing fucking plates, okay? Feed your fat ass and your fucking 4 friends. Bitch want to started getting loud. Baby, she fucked around, y'all. And I don't know if this bitch tried, but I fucked around and some potato salad got slapped in my face. Now, she said she didn't mean to do it. She was just, you know, she was talking shit like this here, y'all. She was talking shit like this right here to the auntie that was talking to her. Terry auntie. She fucked around and hit me in my motherfucking face with some potato salad, hit my face, baby. And I told her, all I know was I grabbed that bitch at the crown of her motherfucking head and took her down. When I took that bitch down, baby, when I tell you, she came up and punched the bitch, tried to punch me in my stomach. Bitch hit me in my motherfucking titty. Okay, now you trying to, now I'm finna tell you up. Y'all, I told that bitch ass up. Do you hear what I'm saying? It wasn't no more food for nobody, because I did a cooking line. I picked that I picked that bitch up and threw it on top of all that motherfucking food and gave her straight dome action the whole motherfucking time. I'm getting this bitch dome action. And his aunties, y'all, aunties wasn't saying shit. They was getting out the motherfucking way. His mama, she was on a walkabout in. She walked in there and seen what was going on. And by the time she got to the door, the cousins done grabbed me up, because I done got on top of this bitch. Now I'm on top of this hoe. I got her twins my leg and I'm straight giving her something. I'm giving her that night ward ass whooping. You know, from way back there, Master P and them didn't pay no motherfucker. I was stomping this bitch goddamn motherfucking ass out with my straight beads. I was beating this bitch like she needed to be beat. His mama ain't say shit. They grabbed me, got me off of it. They telling me to calm down. I'm trying to calm down, but shit, bitch, you called on the thunder, and here I am, bitch. Here I am. So this bitch is sitting up on me, you know. After they get me off of her, she gonna try to pull some shit, like take her mother. She had a stiletto on, y'all. She gonna take that bitch and throw it across the room, cause they holding her back too. Maybe she threw that stiletto and the bitch, it hit the wall right by my head, y'all. It went right by my head, like nipped my ear a little bit and hit the wall. Why her cousin let me go? Why did his cousin let a bitch go? When they let me go, I saw his mama standing there, and I was running toward this bitch, and I stopped. And his mama said, handle your motherfucking business. That was all I needed. Green light, ding, ding, ding. Brrr. I ain't fucked that woman house up no more than I had already did in that kitchen. But y'all had that bitch in that motherfucking corner by that motherfucking china cabinet. And I was swinging on that bitch. I was getting that bitch some motherfucking Floyd Mayweather. You hear what I'm saying? I was not fucking playing. I hated that was the situation. But I promise you, oh, and the bitch after I whooped that ass, bitch wanna try to call the police. Okay, call the motherfucking police. That I'm sitting up here, I'm just knowing I'm finna go to jail because it's an assault, you know. And really, they gonna say that it was excessive for me to jump on the girl over some potato salad hitting my motherfucking face, especially in the manner in which he did. But I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to jail, y'all. When the police came, his mama met him at the door. I don't know what his mama said, but the police had her get her shit, and she left. They made her leave right then. Nobody talked to the police but the mama. My homeboy mama. She the only one talked to the police. Police didn't ask me shit. They ain't even asked her bitch her name. His mama went out there and talked to the police. All I know, they came back in there. They made that bitch get her shit, and she left there. And I ain't go to motherfucking jail. And I was like, thank you, Lord. And y'all, I looked back when they, cause she was bringing shit out the room. She had dropped some bags of clothes that belonged to him. So I done put the clothes back in the bag, and I go in the room, and I sit the bag back down in his room. She gone now. The police got her out the house, and she carried her motherfucking ass. And mom and them sitting back in the living room. I pick the bag, close up, I go in there, I cut the light on, I sit him on the little side piece he had over there. Turned around, y'all, and it's like my homeboy was sitting on that bed, y'all. I am not lying. My homeboy was sitting on that side of it. I looked over at that bed, and that boy was sitting there. And he wasn't like small and you know, weak like he was at the end. He was like he was when me and him used to have conversations with Mary while we slapping bone. He was sitting on the side of the bed, and he smiled at me. And I knew then he was all right with what I had just did. You know, because when he was always pleased with me, he would always give me this smile. And it was like he was smiling with his face and his lips. And I looked over there, and I promise y'all, because I'm feeling horrible. I done came down from where I was, and I'm feeling horrible because I done acted a damn fool on the day that we done put this boy in the ground. In his mother, well, in his house, but the home that he shared with his mama. And damn, I'm feeling bad. Like everybody gonna be against me. Y'all didn't nobody have nothing bad to say to me. If anything, the only thing I was being told was, you did what you had to do. A couple people said, I don't blame you, bitch. And a couple of them just hugged me. That was it. But when I turned around, when I picked that bag of clothes up, that girl knocked out in that hallway and took him in that room where he used to sleep in, set that bag down and turned around to get ready to cut that light off and come out that room, he was sitting on that bed. And he just smiled at me. And I stood there. And then his sister called me. And I kind of like looked over at her. And she was like, what's wrong? I said nothing. Because when I looked back, he was gone. But just for that few little seconds, it was like he was saying, oh, you okay. You did. I'm not mad at you. And I left there. I didn't even feel bad no more, y'all. I felt okay with what I had done. Because she pushed it. You know. But I just want to come in here and share that with y'all for a minute. I'm sorry about the tears. Y'all know how I can be when it's close. I told y'all I give y'all raw and uncut, genuine me. I don't come on here with no faking and no lying, honey. So, child, I feel like I made it through this video. I made it through the video tear. Well, it's the first time I ever talked about this, y'all, and it's been over about 6-7 years now. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.